can't talk about Portland stuff or I'm going to get fired here. All right. Well, this isn't something we were told to talk about. Some of you guys live around here for a while. You probably heard that this river is just nasty. And it's like your guys are going to start growing extra appendages and skin's going to start itching and all this crazy stuff. Well, it used to be that way, yeah. But believe it or not, most people don't believe it, but the Willamette River is actually a lot cleaner than it used to be. In fact, if Portland needed to, they could drink from it again now. They did many, many years ago. But Willamette Reservoir is the cleanest water in the country, so there's no reason for us to pull from the Willamette. Wilsonville does. Corvallis has for like 30 years or something. So it is better now. When you hear about Superfund issues and problems down here, we're actually in a Superfund site right now. We're right on the edge of it, upriver for a couple miles, ends right about here. Well, that's related to the sediment, the dirt below the water. See, in the old days, they used to make napalm and DDT and all kinds of nasty stuff down here. Well, our grandparents didn't realize dumping that in the river wasn't so smart. Duh. So, anyways, that's what they did. So now we got to clean it up. Well, all that sediment, all that nasty stuff went down to the sediment. The water just kind of flows away. So as long as you don't mess with the sediment, the water's fine. Problem is, if they go scoop all that stuff out like they want to do, it's going to put all the stuff in the water, and then the water's going to get messed up. It's going to hurt the fish. So it's kind of a frustrating thing. Plus, a lot of the companies that did that kind of stuff, they went out of business. They're gone. So it's not like you can go back to them and say, hey, clean up your mess. Because they're out of business. They're gone. So one of the ideas they have to dredge the river and get some of the nasty stuff out is to dredge it in the off-season. Right now there's not a lot of fish in the river, the migratory fish, the salmon, the steelhead. We have a lot of them come through here, but there's a little lull in the summertime. The water's too warm in the summertime, and yeah, it's global warming, it's terrible, it's killing everything. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, the water does warm up naturally in the summertime. And so the fish are timed just right. They don't come through. They come in the spring and in the fall when it cools down a little bit because of the sun up in the sky. So they're saying, well, okay, well, let's dredge during the summer, load it into a barge, and then where are we going to take it? Well, the only place that we'll take it is Hanford. That's a long ways away. That's really expensive. So one idea they have is, hey, right here ahead of me, this little terminal, part of the port area, is not used anymore. It used to be a grain terminal. Let's build a wall between the right shore and the left shore here, right where we're sitting. Build a wall here, suck all the water out, cap it, put a layer or a barrier on the bottom of it, and then take that sediment or dredge and dump it in here. And then we'll put a clean cap of fill on top of it, and then we'll put in soccer fields or baseball fields or trees for the birds, and just let it sit here, and then over time the nasty stuff will just decompose and do what it does. So it's kind of an interesting idea. It's a lot less expensive than some of the other ideas. The environmentalists aren't super thrilled with it, but they really don't like anything so far that's been brought up, so I'm not really sure what the answer is. But this is one option. So if you ever read in the paper about this option, you'll know right where it's at, and you'll be so smart because you'll remember what that funny-looking ball guy told you when you were on this Port of Portland trip.
Alrighty then.
needs a lesson. Tell him to open his hand like that and just keep his hand perpendicular to the water. That'll work a lot better than just kind of, don't let that water push you around. Alright, you guys look way upriver. You can see Railroad Bridge 5.1. It's 5.1 nautical miles from the train station downtown. That's the main pass that you can see the shipyards. We do a 1-hour tour from Almsey down to the shipyards. There's some neat ships in there this summer. Kind of cool. Join us sometime on one of those. And we also do a 2-hour tour up to Oregon City, about 20 miles up from here. So neat activity too. But you're down here, stuck down this way. That's where we're at. Now the port used to own the land where the shipyards are at, but in 2000, a company called Cascade General bought them. They've changed their name to Bigger Industries, but they do a lot of ship repair. Viewers up that way on the right, very busy. Currently there's a ship there today, but it's kind of rare there's a ship there. They import a lot of railroad ties. They import them in 80-foot sections. Not the ties, the railroad tracks, the metal tracks. Oh, wow. 80-foot sections from China. And then they ship them on a rail to like Wyoming or something where they weld them together into these 1,500-foot long segments. And then they track them. And then Portland is past the bridges, way to your right up there. This bridge above you is the St. John's Bridge, built in 1929. Spires, the points, the piers up high there, over 400 feet in the air. Wow. Driving decks almost 200 feet up there. A lot of fun to drive across, especially if you're scared of heights. Now, if you look to your right, underneath the bridge, you can see the pillars there. Kind of looks like the inside of a church. Look at that. Yeah, that's Cathedral Park. Now, for all of you who believe that church and state should be separate, isn't this a violation of church and state? This bridge was built with federal and state money. I think they should tear it down. Absolutely. Come on. People come out here. It's almost like a spiritual moment here. That just can't be right, paid for by the government and all. No, got to tear it down and put in a boring bridge. You go ahead and start a lawsuit. I'm not signing it, but someone probably will someday. Ships that were used as docking facilities. Well, this is Terminal 4 here ahead of us, and another Liberty ship was used here. This dock's not used much anymore. They replaced it down here where we boarded from. But a couple years ago, you might have read a story in the paper about this guy that passed away. He was a World War II veteran, and his family, they cremated him and had him up on the shelf there in the house, not quite sure what to do with his ashes. Well, they did a little research, and they found out that he was actually the captain of this exact Liberty ship. They thought, hey, that's cool, so they came down here, got special permission, came down here, did a little memorial for Pops, and spread his ashes right in this little spot. Nice, kind of neat. See the numbers on the, I think that was the stern, maybe the bow, hard to tell. I'm telling you, the depth, straight ahead of you can see some more. Hey guys, we got to take it in. If you want, though, we have enough time for one more whirly. Yes! Bring it on, hang on over there. share the river with you. This trip was heavily subsidized by the Port of Portland, so make sure you get up there and thank them for offering their services to help you guys out, let them show you what they're doing, give you guys a fun time to see the river too. When you go up there, don't tell Teresa that he hardly talked about the port at all. He mostly just splashed and had fun. Next year. No, we told you a lot too. We told you most of it. Some of it was even true. Cool. Hey, if you have fun, come find us at Almsey. We run 7 days a week, early May through the end of September. A lot more this summer still to see. 1 to 2 hour tours, lunch trips, dinner trips, all kinds of fun stuff. Check out our website, WillametteJetboats.com.